Before we start learning the halacha, I want to learn a little the weekly parsha, Mishpatim, judgment. Not are any other nation in the world what childhood start to learn the law of the law. In every nation who learn law are in the academy, who want to be a lawyer or to be a judge. But the nation, in childhood, we start in the Chumash, Eilo Mishpatim Asher Tosim Mipneim. Why? Because this is education. Not only when they are a criminal or something with not to do or to do, this is education. So the Jewish nation, the Mishpatim, is education because it's a punishment, is very easy punishment. Somebody steal gun, so he must pay only double. Our kind must only to pay back. This is not make any afraid for criminal people. So you must know that there are two lines of the judgment. The judgment, the regular judgment is halacha. Judgment is education. But sometimes we need to make afraid the criminal people, or violent or criminal, are another court. This is the kingdom court. We have double court. Sometimes the same court have the two powers. Shulchan Aruch, Hashem will say, if he sees that you need to punish people, you have power to punish more than the Torah punish. So we must know, this is very important to know, because the world, our question, the world, the Noah need to face a court. According which law they will judge? Jewish law or like what the logical law? What mankind feel that is. This is a big debate. But what I feel that they are different. Why you need the Torah law? Torah law, we can see the difference between now also. Was I don't know would give advice, law advice for the government. The change now became a new guy this week because Mishpatim. If you can see something interesting, Mishpatim became in the government change in the weekly parsha Mishpatim. This is not only the first time. The minister of Mishpatim, also Professor Daniel Friedman, his name Gematria Mishpatim in the same big words Mishpatim. So see, this is very important. The heaven bring together in the weekly parsha, but are in the Mishpatim, but the Jewish nations, this is to teach us something interesting. But I want to talk here what the Gentile need to do. We see 2 points I want to say. The first point we are saying we must have the Torah law. Why? Because you see, they make a conclusion 20 years what they say everyone, the advisors, including the private agenda, they don't have any, how to say, the matter. You know what's the matter? Are in Europe a matter. So they have a matter and you want to measure. You have sometimes I don't know which country it's an old matter.
It's in England.
Where in England? In England, so because if you don't have something but to measure similar to him, so in the time will be a very big change. The Torah is the matter of the world, but it's more accurate by us, by the Jewish nations. For us, we have the matter from the Torah. But in the Gentiles, they don't have the matter of the Torah, the mankind. It's not so simple. I don't know what to do. To teach the Torah law is very hard because we start the whole life we learn it, from the childhood till every week parsha, and also not only the Chumash, we learn this the whole time. We start to teach the children Bobekame, not to steal, not to make damage somebody else. Rabbi Israel Misalant, it wasn't unhappy when he saw big tzaddikim start learning Shabbos. Say you must start learning Bobekame. Shabbos is between you and the God. Bobekame is between you and the other people. It's more important to start because education must be to teach how to keep yourself, not to make any problem with other people, because it's very often people made mistakes against other people. You're more afraid to do something against the Creator, but because the Jewish education starts to become talk about the whole judgment between people and people. But how to teach the world, I don't know. Must be something, a basis what is belong to everybody, and this will take the better but still now we don't have it. What we will start, or we can start for the teachers, at least to make judgment. The judgment must be what human beings rights, what we understand. So this is the beginning. But later we must thinking what to do, how to do something, what it calls the codex, what everybody will like to be the matter of the world. But till we don't find the way to do this, I feel that they start to do the regular judgment, and how to make education, this I don't understand for the world. Maybe you can give me advice how to start for the Gentile to make, because we feel that if you don't make education, you start with education. You don't can bring the child to only when you meet the policeman you made something wrong. You must educate before it, like the Torah made it. This is because it's soon after we get the Torah, the weekly parsha was Ito. We was standing in the front with our Sinai to get the Torah. And the second parsha, the next, is Eila Mishpatim Asher Tosim Lifneim. Soon start to teach the nation how to keep the law between you and your friends, between you and the society. This is I see. I don't teach the world how to make this the same. But as we have the Chumash every week, the parsha, we read the Torah and we learn every day from the day we learn. So, but as is more easier to do it. But how to learn the world, I don't know. I think what we can do to help the world to fulfill this commandment, to make a court. Court is not enough when the court only when it must decide between people. We must before it does not need to come to the court. To do it before they came to the court. What you say, Uriah? What you can tell me? A way. In the school have a little, but this is Ezrachut. You know what means Ezrachut? Shiur Ezrachut. Shiur Ezrachut in the not religious school are
citizenship.
Ezrachut.
Citizenship.
Means how to be a good guy, no? What is this? You wasn't in the Gentile school. What to teach there?
Nothing.
What to teach? Only between the government and you, or the society also?
Nothing.
What? They don't teach it? What is the lectures? What is this lectures?
Like this, nothing.
What, nothing? What yes, it's Arek lecture.
Maybe, but not where I went.
In Finland never was. In your school never?
I don't remember, no. Nothing like this.
Education between you and your friends.
They would teach you philosophy and psychology, and there you might have some moral issues, but law?
No, morality, not any class of morality.
Or you would have religion classes, you would have philosophy. There would you?
No, in the school, the elementary school, they don't.
I'm talking about the school now. Bro.
They don't teach how to be good men between you and your friends, not to do something wrong, to this, or to keep the connection with the society. No, nothing.
At least where I went. I don't remember.
No. So we must think what to do for the world. How to do this. By us is clear. By us we start like childhood. Which age? Very, very dull. 8 years of sure, and they say, testing the translation. Lo ignore, don't steal, don't find. The children don't find. Because they say, I find. They take something, they find it. They stole, they don't know that they stole. So the teacher said, don't find anything. Because the children take and they say, I find it. They don't say they stole it, they find it. So the teacher, don't find anything. If you find something, you must give back, return it. Opposite, when you find in the street something, you must give back. The mitzvahs are commanded, to give back. Also a law, if you know, in the regular, in the United States, was in the past 5 cents, something what is worth 5 cents, you must give back. This is a law of the government law. This is not according to the Jewish law for the Gentile, but it's a good law. This was in the past 5 cents. Now 5 cents is nothing. Maybe the dollar. I don't know how much now the law. You must find the honor to give him back. This is a good education. This is education, but I don't know how many people, children know this law, that government law, that you must give back if you find something. If you don't teach before happen, never will be fulfill what we need to fulfill. So this is a weekly parsha. Teach us, educate the nation to keep the law. But these are only in the Jewish nation, because what I know in the world, in academia, they start to learn law, to be a lawyer or to be a judgment, or you want to be a scientist, law scientist. 3 people learn, or you want to scientist in your academic. You want to teach in academic, or you want to be a judgment, or you want to be a lawyer, but. The nation, any contact with the law. Because this I don't know what to do with the Gentile. We must think what to do with the Gentile, or how to educate to be good. Maybe it's enough when the parents teach the children, but you must teach the parents how to teach the children. Maybe we need to do, what I feel, the government must make a law, what the radio or the newspaper must give a corner for every week, a corner, what to do good. Maybe this was, we must give advice to the government of the world. You have the communication and the electronic communication. You have the newspapers. Mm-hmm. You must know that they must do every week at least about So we can educate the nation. To tell nice stories, people would keep it. Because when you tell stories, people want to do like they. Is be a good example. Maybe this could be a way. I think how we can educate. But us, that we learn Torah, every child start with the Chumash and later the Mishnayos. And so we have a way to educate the nation. But the dental maybe is a good way to say this. The government must not enforce, but the government can enforce the communications because I tell you what bothers me. Because if you listen to the news, more bad things that they tell than good. Because they say people like more to hear something bad than to hear good. Because you know why? Because you want to feel that I've been not so bad. I've been better than you. It's very bad education. Very bad education. I be great, I be big only because you are little. This is opposite what we need to do. This was by the moon. We want to make the sun lower. You know the story, the history story. The moon come to the Creator, say why we are the same. What you want? You want to make the sun little than her. The Creator says you must be little too. This maybe I feel that maybe we are right. We must to start to educate people that can they can convince the governments in the world. Make force all communication at least once a week to talk about this, about how to be good. Like stories and like to bring material for learning how to be better. Because if not, the television and they teach to be violent. Because the more the children what saw in the television, they saw the movies, many movies was bringing only bad, teach only bad. Maybe we need to go to Hollywood to say that you are the responsibility of the world. You make wrong the world. You must repeat yours to make movie opposite or to be good. I believe when Mashiach will, if we want to bring Mashiach, we must go to Hollywood to change Hollywood, to make the Hollywood, the old movies to be. Or to be better. We can't do it. Because I know that our good feeling, but the case people saw that they make like the best sister is sometimes the movie. Or the theater. This must be a point what I we need more to talk about it, how to educate the world. Like, but you must know that also, we know that education is not enough. The Torah say, Mishnah, you must respect the government. Why? If not our government, chaos is more, because ish es reu chaim balaw. If not our government and policemen will punish, people will be wrong. So the world will be, everyone comes all his friends. Because people is good, because not only because of the good education, but only because they're afraid also of the punishment. Because as I told you, the Jewish law are two ways. The regular way is the Torah way, but our government law also, this is called kingdom law, Chok HaMelech we call this, to punish. People what the Torah don't punish. If you see that the world became wrong, you made to punish much more the Torah asks to punish. The make afraid that people don't make wrong, because people need to be afraid also, not enough to be a dictator. But we need both to do it. We must keep the government low, not punish with the policemen and the jail and everything, but can't punish. But the Torah don't like the jail. If you know the first mitzvah, what the Torah say, if somebody what is stole, what's the punish him? We make him a slave. But if you don't have to pay, they sell him like a slave. But which people will take him? Because the conditions what you need to have for your slave, the Jewish slave, what we said, you must have many obligations for him. So who will take him? Somebody what he want to educate him, not only he will buy him. So it also teach us the first halacha. Somebody don't make jail and prison, because it's not the best. According now in the modern world, if you know Uriah, in the modern world, they're very, very afraid for the people that are in the jail more than the normal citizens. Because the punishments is, if the easy punishments is not heavy punishment, is you care more for the criminal people than the normal civil people. You know, this is a big problem. Now in the jail, they have good day, because you can see, you know what are in Singapore or in Hong Kong. Oh yeah, why, you know, I forgot if the Singapore was maybe boss. Why not our criminals there?
Where?
In Singapore. For the punishment.
Really tough punishment.
Because it's very strong punishment. People, this is because this is the kingdom punishment, but the Torah say be hard, not soft punish. Even the Torah, according to the Torah, the punishment very easy, nothing, almost nothing. Gazlan, you only must be to pay back, not any punish. But if you make more times, the first time we don't punish him. But if you made more, then sometimes in Babel was Resh Galuta. Was the people who don't help the education, he cut his hand. Like with the Arab punishment, this was a connection. I believe there was contact between the Jewish, somebody, but it was very often like scholar, they cut his hand. Is in Saudi. You know there's punishment in Saudi if somebody steals, they cut his head. So we finished what we want to talk about the Bekli Parsha. That we must learn how to do good for the world. We must have punishments also. If we don't punish, they don't afraid. But better to prevent it. How? If you educate the nation, so they don't need to have so strong punishments. But if you don't educate the nation, it's better to have more, because the Torah punishment is very strong, if you know. Punishment, according to the Torah, punishment is to kill criminal people. Only if you know another way. But the regular punishment is very strong. People who stole, you must kill him with punishment. Only if there are another way for the court.